Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're covering the map Miami, kind of a review and kind of guideline on what the map is like. Now, is it a 3-lane map? Kind of. I mean, in a sense it is. You know, you've kind of got the beach area, then you've got like the dock area and the like Evermore Hotel. Kind of is a lane. And then you got the middle, which is a mess. I don't know. Miami's a weird map. I have a little nickname for Miami. I call it Little Piccadilly. And if you guys hear that, that should scare you, because if you don't like Piccadilly from Modern Warfare, this is Piccadilly's little kid. Not as annoying, but just as bad. Miami. Now, I'm going to be talking on why I don't like it. It's too dark. Too dark. Too dark. Why is it so dark? I could see a lot better on Piccadilly than in this map. I don't know if I could see a lot better on Piccadilly. But the problem is, why am I able to compare Piccadilly and this Miami map from a Treyarch game? They're very similar. They've got a lot of angles and lines of sights. I mean, just look at what I'm looking at. There are so many lines of sights you could get shot from. You could be all the way to the right. There's just so much to look out for. Boom, dead. The pacing is kind of slower. Even though, yeah, you would think people would funnel towards the middle. A lot of people like to take flanks or, sit in the buildings. There's a lot of buildings, but yes, dark. Little Piccadilly. It is literally a little Piccadilly. There aren't distinct lanes. Again, tons of angle. It's darker because it's at nighttime. Yes, you've got the neon signs. Those don't help you see much better. The characters kind of just blend into the surrounding areas. Oh, did I mention it's dark? I have this written down twice on my note sheet because it is dark. It is super hard to see on this map. It is just, if they could bump up the brightness, obviously, yes, you could turn up the brightness on your game, but then it's just gonna be weird. And they just need to turn up the brightness just on the map Miami in general. Again, lots of angles. There's so many angles to look at. You could be shot from like 3 or 4 different ways. Again, similar to Piccadilly. The poor pace in all game modes. Now, pace is typically going to be a lot slower in Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirm. I get it. In Domination, it is still pretty slow. I am playing a game of Domination, and I'm having to run all over the map. I can't really find people. It's not really clear where people are spawning, and when they do spawn, like, spawn outs happen a lot more, and there seems to be a lot more random spawns compared to some of the other maps. Like, the map spawning system is kind of weird. Like on Moscow and Satellite, the two other maps that I've been able to play, their spawns are kind of separate. Like, you spawn on one side of the map, the other team spawns on the other side of the map. That's pretty much how the spawns work. There's a few random spawns that spawn you kind of near the middle, but not very often. On this map, you kind of get spawned wherever they want you to be spawned. It is kind of, weird in a sense. Also, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more map reviews just like this. I have a Satellite video and a Moscow video up on my channel. Similar thumbnail, so should be easy. Also, there's a playlist. The playlist will be in a card right now that you guys could click on and watch the other 2 map reviews. And I'll keep on bringing out map reviews, and then I'll kind of release a ranking of the maps based on my personal opinion when all the maps and when the full game releases November 13th. But the only game mode that is just not, like, the pace is actually fine, is in Hardpoint, which is weird. That Hardpoint has the best pace. No, I'm kidding. Hardpoint just has the best pace because you're forcing players to move around, and they're going to be attacking the Hardpoint. They're going to be moving towards the Hardpoint. You know where the players are going to go for. When people are playing Hardpoint and they're just going for kills, that's when the pace can definitely be toned down and, the pace gets slow. But when people are trying to attack the Hardpoint, you know where they're coming. You know lanes they'll come from. And just the pace overall is a lot better in Hardpoint. So Hardpoint is solid. Obviously, we didn't get to play Search and Destroy. This can be a good Search and Destroy map. I personally do not love Search and Destroy, but it very well can be a good Search and Destroy map. There are a lot of buildings. You got the hotel with the window. Yeah, that pretty much overlooks the whole map. You've got the bottom towards hotel with the little ramp. Just the whole hotel building. There's a lot. There's the pool and the diving board. The diving board is really cool. It like springs you up and there's water. There's a little docks area where you could swim in that has no absolute purpose. There's the building I'm at right here, the Evermore building. This building's a little different, and again, from the bottom floor you could oversee the middle of the map. From a top floor kind of outing, you could see over the little ramp towards the hotel kind of by the B flag. And also in this building, there's another kind of overlook. There's just so many buildings in this map. You thought, hey, we're going from a Infinite Warfare, or not Infinite, Infinity Ward game where there was a lot of buildings in. And with Treyarch, you didn't think there was going to be a lot of buildings, but there are a lot of buildings. There is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buildings on this map, I believe. 2 of them got great spots, to, set up a little campfire, roast some marshmallows, camp. Also, you have proximity mines as a field upgrade. So, that helps you camp, or a field mic to see people around you. To help you camp. At least Ghost doesn't help you camp. But yeah, again, that does play to the slow pace. There was a lot of places to camp, and when you can't rush around and feel like you could move around without getting killed by players sitting behind a head glitch or camping, you're gonna camp. It leads to a ton of camping on this map. Did I mention to you that this map I like to call Little Piccadilly? Oh, I did, yeah. Okay, this map is very well Little Piccadilly. Again, like I was comparing Modern Warfare to Black Ops Cold War, this feels like a Modern Warfare map. It does. It feels like a map where if I was to open up Modern Warfare, I'd be playing this map on Modern Warfare. Guess what? This is Black Ops Cold War. I was not expecting a Treyarch style game where they typically go smaller 3-lane maps. Miami is not that. It is very similar to the Modern Warfare map design. That's why I don't like it. A lot of the Modern Warfare maps, I will tell you, I do not like. Shoot House is okay, but because of the playstyle of people in Modern Warfare, definitely can get really annoying because there's too much campers in Modern Warfare, which kind of just pisses me off. But if we look at Little Piccadilly here, there's definitely some improvements. I think it's a little big, but I don't even know if it's the biggest map in the beta or in the alpha. If you look at the other maps that were alpha releases, Moscow and Satellite doesn't feel that big. It feels like your typical kind of Treyarch map. There's a little bit of extra space, little safe space, trigger from Modern Warfare days. Moscow is pretty big, but it has distinct 3 lanes. I don't know which one's bigger, Moscow or Miami. Anybody got a ruler or, a tape measure or a way that we could, get the square footage of the 2 maps? I'm completely joking, but if anybody actually knows those numbers, I want those numbers. I want to know which map's bigger, because Moscow might actually be bigger, and that's why Moscow and Miami both have the worst flow out of the 6v6 maps, because they're too big. There isn't enough flow to the maps. Obviously, the beta will be out by the time this video is uploaded, so we'll have more maps for me to make videos on and release and whatnot. So we'll see if Treyarch goes and releases some of their more typical kind of 3-lane, smaller maps. But again, Miami and Moscow, pace is a problem. They're a lot bigger. I say the pace is definitely a lot better in Moscow because it has that 3-lane map, 3-lane design to it. But Miami doesn't. It's kind of just thrown together. Yes, you could see kind of 3 lanes, but it's not as well put together as, say, Moscow. Hope you guys enjoy a banger. See you guys next time. Later.